Your life is your choice. By MANOJ Joseph K. Chapter 1, The Power of Perception. Here are some examples of how creating wrong perceptions can adversely affect your personal and professional life. In a personal setting, if you create a wrong perception of a friend's behavior, you may distance yourself from them or act in a way that damages the relationship. For example, if you assume that your friend is ignoring you intentionally, you may stop reaching out to them and avoid spending time with them, causing them to feel hurt and confused. In a professional setting, if you create a wrong perception of your abilities or work ethic, you may be passed over for promotions or opportunities for career growth. For example, if you are not vocal about your accomplishments and successes at work, your superiors may assume that you are not motivated or ambitious, and may not consider you for new projects or positions. Creating wrong perceptions of colleagues or superiors can damage your working relationships and limit your ability to collaborate effectively. For example, if you assume that a colleague is not competent or reliable, you may not trust them to complete tasks or delegate responsibilities to them, causing them to feel undervalued and demotivated. Creating wrong perceptions can also limit opportunities for personal and professional growth. For example, if you assume that you are already an expert in your field and do not seek feedback or guidance from others, you may miss out on opportunities for learning and development that could help you advance your career. In summary, creating wrong perceptions can have a range of negative consequences in both personal and professional settings. It is important to be aware of the perceptions we are creating, and take steps to ensure that they are accurate and aligned with our goals and values. This can involve seeking feedback from others, clarifying misunderstandings, and being open to new perspectives and ideas. Tips to create good perceptions. Creating good perceptions is essential to building strong personal and professional relationships and advancing in your career. Here are some tips for creating good perceptions. Be authentic. Authenticity is key to creating good perceptions. People can usually tell when someone is not being genuine, so it's important to be true to yourself and your values. This means being honest about your strengths and weaknesses, admitting your mistakes, and taking responsibility for your actions. Communicate effectively. Good communication skills are essential for creating good perceptions. This means being clear and concise in your communication, actively listening to others, and being respectful and empathetic in your interactions. Build strong relationships. Building strong relationships with others is essential to creating good perceptions. This means being supportive and helpful to others, showing interest in their lives and goals, and being dependable and reliable. Be proactive. Taking initiative and being proactive in your work and personal life can help create a positive perception of you. This means taking on new challenges, being willing to learn and grow, and demonstrating a positive attitude and work ethic. Develop your skills and expertise. Developing your skills and expertise is essential to creating a good perception of you in the workplace. This means staying up to date on industry trends and best practices, seeking out training and development opportunities, and continuously improving your skills and knowledge. In summary, creating good perceptions requires being authentic, communicating effectively, building strong relationships, being proactive, and continuously developing your skills and expertise. By following these tips, you can create a positive perception of yourself and build strong personal and professional relationships. How difficult it is to change perceptions once created. Changing perceptions can be difficult because once people have formed an opinion of you or a situation, they tend to cling to it even in the face of new evidence or information. The reason for this is that people have a cognitive bias called confirmation bias, which leads them to seek out information that confirms their existing beliefs and ignore information that contradicts them. However, changing perceptions is not impossible. It can be done by consistently demonstrating positive behaviors and actions that contradict the existing perception, providing new and compelling evidence that challenges the existing perception, or by engaging in open and honest conversations that help to clarify misunderstandings and misperceptions. It's important to note that changing perceptions takes time and effort, and requires a willingness to be patient and persistent. It also requires being open to feedback and constructive criticism, and being willing to take responsibility for any mistakes or missteps that may have contributed to the negative perception. In summary, changing perceptions can be difficult, but it's not impossible. It requires consistent positive behaviors and actions, providing new and compelling evidence, engaging in open and honest conversations, being patient and persistent, and being willing to take responsibility for any mistakes or missteps.